Yoga asanas are simple actions for keeping the internal and external part of the body healthy. All yoga styles seek body balance in the body, mind, and emotions. To get the balance, we need to cultivate yogic attitude. So, what is this yogic attitude? Yogic attitude can be classified as awareness, acceptance, and attitude. This can be followed in any situation. We will take the concept of asana and we will see how you can cultivate yogic attitude while practicing asana. We will see awareness. Asana are not just postures. It is method of creating self-awareness. Each and every part of the body should participate in asana practice. So cultivate awareness of present while doing the pose. Concentrate on the pose without any mental baggage. Live the present. When you're going towards the pose, concentrate. Next comes the acceptance level. Accepting your physical appearance and accepting the pose you get, understanding the limitations of doing the asana is very important while practicing yoga poses. If you are able in a standing forward bend, if you are not able to touch the floor with your hand, please accept that it is the body which is giving signals for you to do only till this. Do not strain yourself. You can take it slowly, step by step. Remember, a child doesn't walk as soon as it is born. It takes some time. It goes step by step and then it stands on its feet and then it walks. Same thing you apply here. Get the awareness first. Then go towards the pose. Accept however you can do. And then comes the attitude point of view, where consciously you choose and empower you to do the pose. You can take some affirmations before the practice. Being more loving and compassionate. Telling to yourself, yes, I can do this better today. It's improving each day. Just take it step by step. And then slowly you can achieve towards the actual pose. Send some positive and loving thoughts to all the parts of body which is participating in these asana practices. This is yogic attitude. And you can apply this awareness, acceptance, and attitude concept to anything you do for the first time. Now, there are different types of hatha yoga techniques which is being followed worldwide, like Ashtanga yoga or Vinyasa practice or Iyengar style of yoga. All have the same fundamental basic base that is taken, but it's just the way of teaching is different. That is all. Everything has the base of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, and the techniques for these practice is just different. As this is an hour session and due to time constraints, we will just briefly see one of the modern technique of yoga using props that would simplify and help us to get correct alignment of asanas to get the actual benefit of practicing these asanas. One of the major innovation of Iyengar style of yoga is usage of props for practice of yoga. This is a form of hatha yoga where primary focus is on physical alignment of the body. So prop yoga particularly benefit the beginners and the practitioners with stiffer muscles and joints. When a person who's not able to get the benefit of asanas directly, he or she can use the props to go further. Not only that, it is also beneficial for the seasoned yogis to deepen and intensify their practice. The use of these props are comparatively new in the history of yoga. It is through the, according to B.K. Iyengar, who is one of the person who innovated the prop yoga style, he says that it is through the alignment of the body that I discovered the alignment of the mind self, and intelligence. So, proper alignment of the body is very important to go towards the next level of the spiritual journey. Let's look a few classical asanas, their correct alignment, and how prop usage of prop can help us to go towards the right postures. We will first see Trikonasana. Trikonasana is one of the classical pose which is being mentioned in the text, and you can see the first picture where we have given the analogy of the body while doing the Trikonasana. You can see that the hamstrings, the calf muscle, and there is a lateral stretch in the spine when the practitioner goes towards one side. And also, the arms and the forearm is working during this asana. Now, while doing this asana correct, you should get all these part of the body working. Instead of doing it correct, if you bend your knees and go towards the pose, you will not feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your calf muscles, and due to which the blood circulation will not be there, and you will still maintain the stiffness in those places. So instead of doing it wrong, you can use a chair, a prop called as a chair, to go towards the pose. You can see in the second picture, you can see that the practitioner keeps the hand on the chair, due to which she's not bending the knees, and she's getting the stretch in the hamstrings, and also able to stretch the upper arm up and look up. Slowly, you can take the hand step by step below and then reach the actual pose without the help of a prop. You can see some benefits and precautions of all these asanas. We will be giving it in the, we will be sharing it in the WhatsApp group. So if you are, you're not in our WhatsApp group, please see to that you join to our WhatsApp group to get all these benefits and the notes which we will share it shortly. We will move towards the next pose, which is the ADHO MUKHA SWANASANA, or the downward facing dog. This is one of the very famous pose, and anybody who's practicing yoga here, you will see your yoga instructor telling to go to downward facing dog and practice yoga asana. This is one of the important pose, and it is also considered as a restorative pose in many yoga style, especially in vinyasa yoga. This is considered as a pose where you can rest and bring your breath to normal. Here in the first picture, you can see that the hamstrings, again the hamstring, the calf muscle, the buttock muscle, the spinal muscle, everything is working. Now, instead of doing it rightly, I have seen many people where your heel will not come down during this practice of downward facing dog. So you have to try to bring your heel down towards the floor, push your arm and lengthen your upper body so that your hip is up towards the ceiling. So instead of doing it wrong, instead of doing it right, the practitioner, due to the limitation of their stiffer muscles, they used to bend their knees, and they used to hunch their back, due to which they will not get the benefit of practicing this asana, and you will end up in injury instead of getting the benefit of it. So what you can do is you can place the heel against the wall and place a block, two blocks for your hand, so that the upper body comes to a little higher level so that your heel can reach down. This usage of props will help you to go to the actual pose and get the benefit of it. You can see some benefits as calming the brain and helps in relieving stress. It also helps in symptoms of menopause. It stretches your shoulders, your hamstrings, your calf muscles. So all these are one of the benefits. And you must also note that there are some precautions and contradictions of doing any asana poses. It is always better to consult or go under the guidance of yoga instructor before start practicing the yoga practices. Now next we will see another classical pose which is called as Paschimotanasana. This is one of the basic pose which is helpful in many disorders which we have. It calms your mind. It stretches your spine. It stimulates your liver, kidney. It improves your digestion. It is helpful for diabetes, bring the sugar level under control. It helps in symptoms of menopause and it relieves menstrual cramps. It's one of very good asana which we practice. Now this is a forward bend. Due to the forward bend, you can see that in the first picture, there is stretch in the hamstrings, your thigh, your buttock muscle, and the center of your spine. So all these should work when you go towards the pose. Now, if you are not able to reach towards your feet, if your hands are not able to reach towards your feet when you're doing the forward fold, then it does not mean that you have to hunch your back and aim to touch your head towards the knee. It's not necessary. That is not the key aspect here. We are not interested in touching the head towards the knee. Our main aim is to lengthen the spine straight and then go down. So it is actually the abdomen touching the thigh. Remember, in Paschimotanasana, it's the abdomen, the lower abdomen touching the thigh. It is not the forehead touching the knee. So you can see in the second picture where the practitioner uses the yoga belt to take towards the pose. That is, you can see that her spine is lengthened and her abdomen is touching the thigh, not the forehead which is touching the knee. So this is the right way to go towards the pose. And here comes the correct alignment of the pose. Now, can you move to the next slide, please? Yeah. Now we come to another, very famous yoga session that is called as chair yoga. This is also another prop which is being used in yoga style. Chair yoga is a gentle form of yoga that can be done while sitting in a position. This was mainly introduced for people who are injured, who are after the injury they are recovering. Then for senior citizens to move their joints and their muscles. And some poses can be practiced standing by the side of the chair with the help of the usage of chair, like keeping the leg on top of the seating area. So all these help to improve the mobility in your joints. These are simple, easy, and modified yoga exercise which help you to calm and relax your mind. Chair yoga is also called as desktop yoga. It is a perfect solution for those who want to simply relax and work out, which they can perform while sitting in the chair. It is an excellent stress relieving exercise. This is mainly introduced for people who cannot sit down or stand for a longer time, and if they have stiffer muscles, they can use this option. Now, as we have been sitting here for the past 50 minutes, I just thought we will practice some movements from the desktop yoga to mobilize our joints. And people who are listening to this, doing some other work, I would just request them to take a chair and sit in front of the screen. We will just do a 3-minute yoga session. I generally tell my students to cultivate 30-33 ratio always. When you're sitting in for a longer period of time, say in front of a laptop, working, or you are traveling, you're sitting for a longer time, I would request you to get up from the place after 30 minutes of break. So 30, and then a 30 minutes you get up. After the 30 seconds, you just close your eyes and just listen to your breath. Just close your eyes, relax, listen to your breath. And just practice a 3-minute session where you just mobilize all your joints and loosen all your muscles so that you get ready for the next set of 30 minutes. So we will just do some postures now. Just adjust yourself. Sit straight. See to that you ground your feet well. Your feet is nicely spread and placed on the floor. Ground your feet well. Sit straight. Close your eyes. Join your palms in front of your heart. Close your eyes and just listen to your breath. Breathe normally through your nose. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Let's do some wrist rotations. Stretch your hands in front. Rotate your wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just relax your hands. Shake your hands. Now interlock your fingers. Open so that your palm faces outside. Now stretch your hand up nicely, as much as you can. You should feel the stretch in the entire side of your spine. Stretch nicely. Push it up. Slowly release. Wave your hand back to normal. Now again, interlock your finger, open up your palm, stretch it up. See to that your feet is grounded well on the floor. Sit accordingly. Inhale here. Exhale. We have a lateral stretch. Just move towards right side. Stay and breathe. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale center. Exhale towards your left side. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale center. Exhale. Release your hand. Just relax. Wave it back. Now, I must tell you this. Yoga is all about syncing the breath with the movement. Please understand, you should always sync the breath with the movement. That is why it is different from the other physical exercises which we do. It works in the psychological level of your body. Now let's do a twisting posture. So just sit towards the side of your chair. Hold the backrest of the chair. Place the feet nicely on the ground. Inhale, just lift your spine. Exhale, pressing this backrest. Push your body towards right side. Twist towards right side. Look towards your right shoulder. Feel the stretch in your spine. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Slowly come back to center. Let's do towards the other side. As yoga is all about balancing. You must balance both the right side and the left side. Here, hold the back rest. Lift your spine, ground your feet well. Inhale here. Exhale, twist towards your left side. Just breathe. Feel the stress in your spine. Release, come back to center. Relax. These are some of the movements which you can do sitting in the desktop. You can just get up, stand out of the chair, have some hip rotations, do some knee rotations. You can bring the knee towards your chest. So you have to understand that we are generally mobilizing our joints and our muscles. It's called as Sukshma Vyayama in Sanskrit. That is warming up of joints and muscles and you can say it as getting ready for the yoga practice, or you can also use it as general mobilizing technique to have not to have a stiffer muscle. I think we have come to the end of this session. Some takeaway points which I want to share from this session are: yoga is all about balancing and harmonizing the body, mind, and emotions, keeping your body fit, and keep the organ system healthy, especially the nervous system and the endocrine system, which we saw is the main base for the rest of the organs to function normally. Understanding the need of yoga, cultivating yogic attitude, that is the awareness, acceptance, and attitude towards anything you do for the first time is very important. Proper posture alignments to get the benefit of practicing yoga is very important. We have come to the end of this session. Yoga is an ocean. We cannot give it, it is not very easy to tell everything in a 1 hour session. So I have tried to just relate some parts of the Eastern and the Western science and relate the need of yogic practice for this modern world. I take this opportunity to thank all the gurus who have taught me and helped me in acquiring this knowledge. And special thanks to Velu, who has been by the side of me for the past 7 years and guiding me in my spiritual journey. And thanks to my family and my friends who have helped me in all these days acquiring this knowledge. Thank you. Namaste.